Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. The big story continues to be Donald Trump's allergic reaction to the Constitution. And tonight, I'll stab you with the EpiPen of fun in the latest installment of Don and the Giant Impeached.
I have the right to do whatever I want as president.
Today, the House Judiciary Committee debated whether to send 2 articles of impeachment to the House floor. But first, they spent hours proposing highly specific and asinine amendments, like one from Florida Congressman and human hangover hybrid, Matt Gaetz. Gaetz argued that Democrats are focused on the wrong Biden.
This amendment strikes the reference to Joe Biden as the center of the proposed investigation and replaces it with the true topic of the investigation, Burisma and Hunter Biden. It's a little hard to believe that Burisma hired Hunter Biden to resolve their international disputes when he could not resolve his own dispute with Hertz rental car over leaving cocaine and a crack pipe in the car.
Wow. Wow, I gotta say, I feel sorry for whoever got that car after Hunter Biden. Do you know how much they charge if you return the crack pipe unfilled? It's pretty ballsy for a congressman to bring that up when he was arrested for DUI in 2008. Now, you might not have known that, but Georgia's Hank Johnson did.
The pot calling the kettle black is not something that we should do. I don't know what members, if any, have had any problems with substance abuse, been busted in DUI. I don't know. But if I did, I wouldn't raise it against anyone on this committee.
Wow. Wow. That is a master class in passive aggressiveness. I wouldn't want to say anything negative about a certain member because he's such a fragile little bitch boy, but I yield back the remainder of my time. The Judiciary Committee tried to wrap things up at a reasonable hour because there was a congressional ball at the White House at 7 o'clock tonight. And a number of Judiciary members, particularly Republicans, were expected to attend. We have to get to the ball. We have to get to the ball. Quick, before the president turns into a pumpkin. Oh, shoot, too late. Too late. I forgot. I have to get to the ball. If the articles of impeachment do pass the House, Trump would stand trial in the Senate early in the new year. And one senator says the trial would take approximately 2 weeks in January and would feature no witnesses. Oh, that is going to be some compelling television. Reminds me of the famous courtroom scene from A Few Good Men.
Do you have an answer? I'd like an answer to the question, Judge. Did you order the code red?
Wow, he's good. Cruz doesn't need an acting partner. That's how good he is. Yeah. Now, the president's putting a brave face on in public, but impeachment seems to be getting to Trump. Aides say he has appeared distracted and unfocused during conversations. Yes, distracted and unfocused, unlike the old laser-focused Donald Trump. My fellow Americans, I come to you tonight to announce that American ground forces are, hey, there's a guy I know. Anyway, China, give me dirt on Joe Biden. Bing, bing, bong, bong, bong. Flush your toilet 15 times. Good night. Get off it. Then they know to play. Nice over. Nice over. It's not just impeachment that's getting on Trump's nerves, it's why he's being impeached. One advisor said, frankly, I think he's a little surprised it's the Ukraine thing that's done it. Yeah, me too. After all the shady deals he's been involved in over the years, he gets tripped up by a phone call? Trump getting impeached for Ukraine is like Paul Newman winning an Oscar for The Color of Money. He definitely deserves it, but it should have happened way before this. Look at that. Trump is also annoyed at how impeachment is playing on the TV. He's reportedly fixated on how the news media is portraying him, with one advisor saying the coverage bugs him. I don't get it. Why does the media always paint me as the bad guy? Anyway, somebody photoshopped me to look like Thanos.